Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of Raw Rewind. The show started off with Roman Reigns talking some crap to Bronson Reed, Bronson Reed talking some crap back to Roman Reigns, and then they brawled. It was a great opener for the show. The first match on the card was JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee. This match was insanely good and unexpectedly good. I don't think anybody expected this match to be as good as it was, but it was. This match was great. There was interference attempts from Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor that were stopped. But this match alone was just great. I think Dragon Lee or JD McDonough could easily be mid-card champions, and this match was great. Dragon Lee was able to pull off the win in this great match. For the next match on the card, Penta versus Kofi Kingston, I'm a little surprised that they had Penta take this loss, and I don't understand why they had Penta take this loss, and I don't know why they're trying to have him beef with the New Day when Rey Fenix, which is probably the only person he'd tag with, is tagging with Andrade on the opposite brand as him. So I'm just so confused. The match was better than I thought it was going to be. I'll give it that. It wasn't the greatest match on the card because it was way too short, but it was good. And Kofi Kingston got the win. After that, it cut to a backstage promo between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, where Io Sky thanked Rhea Ripley for saving her last week on Raw, but Io Sky said they needed to go their separate ways. In the background, Asuka and Kairi Sane heard this, but this wasn't the breaking point for Asuka yet. But later in the night, it would be, and we'll talk more about that later. After that, it cut to another backstage promo, this time between Adam Pearce and Stephanie Vaquer, where Adam Pearce told Stephanie Vaquer she was still the first in line for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, and that he wasn't going to take that away from her. She wouldn't have the match at Clash in Paris because, everything that happened with Naomi having to relinquish the title and him having to finalize some things for a week, so she wouldn't be able to wrestle at Clash in Paris. But he said he already has an opponent in mind, which I'm guessing 100% is Io Sky. And he said that match will happen sometime in the future very soon. After that, it was time for Nikki Bella to call out Becky Lynch. Their promo was absolutely fire. It was heated and it was really, really good. Becky Lynch said she'll finally go one-on-one with Nikki Bella for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at Clash in Paris, and I am guessing that Nikki Bella is actually going to pull off the win. Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella brawled in the ring. Nikki Bella stood tall, and that was the end of their segment. After that segment, we got right back into the matches with Rhea Ripley and Roxanne Perez. This match was great. This match was amazing. There's nothing bad I can say about it. I knew Rhea Ripley was going to get this win, and there's really nothing else to say. It was a good match. Of course, after the match, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez jumped Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky came out to make the save, which led to a backstage segment. Rhea Ripley made a joke about how Io Sky said, "I'm gonna keep my distance from you," and they were going to go their separate ways, but Io Sky came out and helped Rhea Ripley anyway. Io Sky basically said she helped Rhea Ripley because Rhea Ripley helped her, so she was just paying respect. Rhea Ripley smiled, got up, and walked away, leaving Io Sky by herself until Asuka and Kairi Sane walked up looking angry. Asuka had some words for Io. After she said them, she just looked at Io very upsettingly, walked away, leaving Io by herself. Kairi debated whether to stay with Io or go with Asuka. She said sorry to Io and left. And I believe this segment right here was the split up of the Damage Control. After that backstage segment, there was a match between AJ Styles and Finn Balor. This match was great. It wasn't the longest match in the world, but it was kind of short. This match, it was good. There's nothing else to say about it. AJ Styles pulled off the win. It then went to a backstage segment between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, where Roman Reigns basically told Jey Uso he needs to stop trying to help people and focus on himself going into this match for the World Heavyweight Championship in the Fatal 4-Way at Clash in Paris. It then went to a segment where Bayley started losing control again, and it showed glimpses of her hugger Bayley self talking to her and her heel self talking to her. And I think this is going to lead to Bayley every week you get a different version of her. One week, it's her normal, everyday self. Another week, it's Hugger Bailey. Another week, it's Heel Bailey. And I think she's just going to go on a spiral insane until she wins a championship. After that, it went to another backstage segment where Dominic Mysterio said he wanted this AJ Styles problem solved, and Adam Pearce gave him a match next week on Raw, and it should have been Clash in Paris. But next week on Raw against AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. I think it's easy to say that Finn Balor's probably going to get involved in this match based off of how he smiled in the background. He's going to end up costing Dominic Mysterio on quote-unquote accident. It's not going to be an accident, but he's going to make it seem like it's an accident. He's going to think he got Dominic Mysterio checkmated until Dominic Mysterio goes and wins the AAA Championship. The next match on the card was the main event, LA Knight versus Braun Breaker. This match was great, but it was really short, but it kind of makes sense how it was short. I mean, Seth Rollins distracted LA Knight and ended up costing him. Of course, the Vision, as they usually do, jumped LA Knight. Jey Uso, didn't listen to what Roman Reigns told him earlier in the night and went out to help LA Knight. He couldn't. CM Punk went out to save him. There was some controversy. Jey Uso super kicked LA Knight after LA Knight and CM Punk were fighting. And then he stood tall with CM Punk, and after he stood tall with CM Punk, boom, super kick. I'm telling y'all, Jey Uso is turning heel. Just watch. This shows that he will do whatever it takes to get that World Heavyweight Championship back, just like Roman Reigns did.